the job that it's dream company to that company that is social. You're supposed to have some basic research, basic knowledge about that company. Yeah, because the HR of that company might tell you, why am I choosing this job? Why am I coming here? What is it that you want?
Show like a sense of responsibility as a person and accountability to say, you know what, if I'm given a task, I'm accountable, I'm responsible, and I can do these things. So you have to just ensure that confidence in yourself, like I believe in myself, and believing in change as well.
The most primary thing everyone has to do is to get that confidence and also keep smiling. I would say.
Hi guys, and welcome back to our second part of this episode, and we are talking of how can a student, or rather a graduate, effectively or adequately prepare for the job market out there. And I'm glad to announce that we have another guest on the panel, and her name is Temekani, right?
Tarita, thank you so much, and greetings to you, our viewers out there. So I'm so glad to be part and parcel of this wonderful program, and right about now discussing on the
Of how students can adequately prepare for the job market.
yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very good topic to discuss. Looking at the fact that a lot of students really wonder what to do outside when they're done getting your paper. What's next? How are you going to get that job? How are you going to run your life and make sure that things are in place? But to start with, I personally, I think a personal branding is the best thing to do as you try to market yourself out there. So how do you intend on doing that? Myself and I run a Facebook page and it's branded Talent Kazowi. So I'm branding myself right now, even before I get into the industry. That's for me to have a space for myself and to ensure that there are people out there who might be interested in what I do and the content I have. So personal branding is one of the first things that you have to do. I always say this, your name is your brand. Don't let ever anyone play with it. So you need to protect it, you need to ensure that you create a good space, a reputation and image of yourself. And do the very best you can, be it skills, your talents, is it writing, poetry, or even running a business. So invest in that and also ensure that it's on a good pace. And by doing so, people are going to get to know more about you. So branding yourself using social media platforms like Facebook. Nowadays, we have a lot of students using LinkedIn. I'm sure you heard of it, Emmanuel, right? Do you have a LinkedIn account?
I do.
I don't know, do you have a LinkedIn account?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. So using social media platforms is one of the best things to do right now, looking at the fact that we are staying in a digital era. Everything is now computerized, so personal branding comes first for me.
Wow, you've touched almost all the points that I wanted to talk about. It's like she's given a summary before we even get started. Wow.
We're still getting there.
Yeah, so you made mention of personal branding, right? Personal branding using social media platforms. So what is the advice that you can give? Because we have in place these cyber crimes and all those stuff. How effective can someone use social media to brand themselves, in as much as they are focusing on a specific area, if it's in marketing, if it's doing sales, and so on? What advice would you give, just based on branding?
First of all, I believe in somebody being you, do you, for you. You need to come on guys, you really need to be sure of what you're doing. Take note of what you're posting, what you're writing, because whatever you post today, social media keeps a record. So it might be used against you 5 years from now, 6 years from now. So whatever you post or do right now, ensure that it is authentic and it is so real, so genuine, and you need to have facts, you need to access what you're doing right there. So before you actually do anything more serious, you need to verify, am I doing the right thing? Is this okay for the audience? How are they going to get it? So you need to look at all the facts around and also ensure that it doesn't have any question marks around. And also mind the language also. Looking at the fact that we are being monitored right now. Anything can happen. You say something, whether jokingly or not, you find yourself in problems. So I think it's just a matter of being cautious and being sensitive with what you're doing. Even as you're trying to brand yourself using social media, you need to ensure that the right language, you need to just be extra careful, especially with Facebook, where people attack you from here and there. You just need to like know how to handle it. There's so much pressure that comes along with what you're doing, but be you, do you, for you.
Nice. Now, Emmanuel, she's talked of something that has caught my attention. Or she mentioned of being mindful of all that you say, especially if you are building that personal brand, right?
Yes.
Especially when you're using the social platforms.
Yes.
So, to you, how relevant do you think you've been so far when it comes to your personal brand? Just on a personal value.
Oh.
Yeah. How adequate have you been branding yourself?
I really want to answer this question, but before, I really want to answer this question, but I feel like you guys have moved really fast. So, like, I was actually
Take us back.
because now I was having like an origin question. You guys actually moving. So now, assuming there's like Izinda somewhere in school,
Yeah.
okay, first year. So like, before you go on a social media platform or the whole thing of branding yourself, I mean like, where do you start from? Is the question, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean like, let's say first year comes in school, okay, maybe they're doing maybe your computer science. Where do you start from? What do you look for? You understand?
Okay, that's so simple.
Yeah.
In every field, in every area or every journey, there's always somebody ahead of you. You need to find people ahead of you in your faculty. Let's say your program economics, right? There are people who've done economics. There are people that are doing so well. You read books. You come across people doing that. They're sort of doing well. Even just around Mulungushi here where we are. That's what called seniors. In your program, you need to approach them. So it's a matter of you being humble, first of all. That's your origin. Humble yourself, reach out, ask for help, be guided. And when you get ideas, implement them and write them down. So your origin is you reaching out, asking for help, and also do the right thing.
Yeah, and just to add on a bit on that, the origin starts from you. Just what she's mentioned.
Yeah.
The origin all starts from you. And one thing about personal branding, especially when it comes to social media platforms, is just get started. Like you don't have to wait for you to have like 10,000 or 10 million subscribers or something. Just get started. It brings in the aspect of procrastination.
Yeah.
Like always keep on postponing things. That is actually something that I support. So, because yeah, you be like you have a lot of work at hand, right? And maybe you have like a month to cover everything. Then you just like, this, I can do it tomorrow. Just like that. The work will still be waiting for you there. So the best way, the best foundation where you start a personal brand is just to get started.
So let me answer the question now. Let me answer the question.
Or the question that
the original question it's not
you
an
really
answer.
took us back, huh?
Guys were moving so fast.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Okay, I don't know like, if it means maybe like you have to be in your field of study as your brand has to be in line, or it can be anything else. But personally, right? Okay, my brand is not really in my field of study, like economics. I don't think I've done much in economics where I can go and stand out there and like. So myself, I have this great interest in media production. She knows that, you know this. Media production and like journalism, okay, or mass production in the record.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the way I've done it myself is I have like this page on Facebook where I post like some creations. I make videos, I do video editing, then I make flyers, posters, and I make them for free to people, like fellowships maybe, or business people. So like in that, I'm making a name for myself. I want this place to know me. Like, oh, this guy who does these things, eh? So like in a fellowship, maybe I'm the former media director somewhere. All that is branding myself.
Well, this is the Mind Over Career Talk Show, and we are discussing how to adequately prepare for the job market out there as a student, as an individual. And we've talked of different aspects and different things that we're supposed to take into consideration. And moving on, let's get into our two last segments. So let's talk about the job search skills. What do you think are some skills that you need to have for you to, to get that job that you want, to get your dream job, to get your dream career, and to start with, obviously, you're supposed to look presentable. when you're going to search for that job, obviously, you're supposed to look presentable. And I feel when you're doing the job search, looking at the technological world right now.
Yeah.
We send in applications here and there. Just make sure that whatever application that you're sending, the CVs that you're sending there, you are selling yourself. Okay. Including all the little achievements that you've done. It might be some certificates you've obtained, some experiences you've had in the just informal sector and stuff like that. So over to you.
Yes,
Nema, what are some skills do you think that someone has to attain in order for them to have a proper good job search?
Okay, so about job search, I would like to first highlight one thing about job search. I think most of us are from this feeling, like the feeling of knowing you have to go and look for a job. It's a very terrible feeling that you don't know what's going to happen, and you just hear stories, right?
Yes.
Unemployment rates, ABC, So you see, like issues of LinkedIn, for example, a platform where you brand yourself, then you know. I don't know how well that works, if it's very effective enough or if it depends on LinkedIn to get a job.
It is very effective,
It's
actually.
very effective.
Actually,
It's effective.
it's very effective. One recommendation that I got from, I think I can make mention of this from one of the lecturers, Mrs. Luwinda. She highlighted to say, LinkedIn is like one of the best platforms because it's like you're making a CV. You're making a CV, but the CV, instead of keeping a CV to yourself, you put it out there, but it's more digitalized. You understand?
Yeah.
So LinkedIn is like an online CV that you're making for yourself because it contains things like certain activities that you are involved in, pictures. You can't put pictures in the CV.
Oh yeah.
But for LinkedIn, it like broadens and most companies, trust me, almost all the companies, almost all these good professionals and they are LinkedIn.
So I think now I'm gonna go into the real world analysis. The real world is more complex, guys. And LinkedIn is good, but I think the real world is complex. So I think it begins with you graduating and going home to understand only that the system is rigged. You understand, right? Like the system is rigged. You thought things were gonna be that easy because you have this whole thing, but then you discover your friend who was just in the shadows. He's already in a office. The manager weekly, how?
Such is life now.
Such is life, right?
Yeah, such is life now. That is why I think it is important to also rely on your skills. Apart from just going for a job you look presentable, and most of the time, you actually know there's some good aspiration. You find this young man looking all nice, speaking this good vocabulary, but doesn't get a job. So looking at the fact that we are living in a world where things are a bit difficult, complex, it's better to rely on your skills. You say you do arts, right?
Yeah.
You draw, you do this and that. I think that's another way of making money for yourself. Why don't you wait for that white collar job, for that office that you dream, that nice car that you wish for? It's better rely on your skills also. And when going, and again, I think even prayer does work. You are going to
Prayer.
Okay.
Yes.
So what this entails is you are there, right? There's an office there. What are some skills that you're supposed to show to your HR? What are some things that you're supposed to respond to as your HR? Maybe like, what are some requirements that you need? So that is like the center of the job search skills.
And I can answer that. So number one, obviously, you have to first show. Number one, I feel like what's more important is communication skills, right? But how well can I communicate about matters to the community, to any other thing? Obviously, these guys want to understand if you understand yourself and understand your field, your profession. So, experience. To say, okay, if I put you in this office, what can you do? So you show like a sense of responsibility as a person and the accountability to say, you know what, if I'm given a task, I'm accountable, I'm responsible, and I can do these things. So you have to just ensure that confidence in yourself, like I believe in myself, and believing in change as well. Because every time a company has someone, they believe that our goal is to improve the company. You understand, right?
Yes.
So you are the change for the company. So you have to show, to say, okay, I have this thing, I can bring to the table to cause some change, impact.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to show something new, like something new, something significant.
Over to our lady there.
I think confidence is the best thing. Your confidence and how you dress. They say how you dress, like how we're going to be addressed. Are you telling me you're going to look all shaggy?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm having looks right now, right?
Uh-huh.
But definitely,
Yeah.
but definitely, when you're going to look for a job, I'm supposed to look this.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to think, is she really a journalist or a little bot or something? So how you dress, first of all, is very, very cardinal.
Yeah.
They usually say how you dress is how you're going to be addressed. So your dress code matters, and the way you're speaking and how you're conducting yourself.
Yeah.
Are you conducting yourself in a way, in such a way that you're going to be not taken for granted or for jokes? So confidence, like you said, is one of the best things and it's the most primary that everyone has to acquire. You just need to get that confidence and also keep smiling. I would say.
Wow. You guys have really pointed out something so significant that but there's one important thing that we usually forget when we're going for, let's say, a job interview. So before you go for a job interview to that dream company, to that company that has approached you, you're supposed to have some basic research, basic knowledge about the company. Yeah, because the HR of that company might tell you to say, why are you choosing this job? Why are you coming here? What is it that you want, And it's best you have that basic knowledge of the company. Just for you to give that motivation to say, oh, this student, this graduate already knows what he wants, he knows where he's coming in. Yeah, and obviously you're supposed to sell yourself out. What are some things that you bring to the table? What developments or what improvements would you want to see in that company? But of course that comes in if you've done a bit of research and you've seen some weaknesses and strengths of the company. Yeah. So this is a Mind Over Career talk show, and we are discussing how to adequately prepare for the job market as a student and as a graduate. And we are going to the last segment. And like this whole talk show cannot be concluded without saying we need to continue learning, right? Yeah. We need continuous learning for us to adequately prepare for the job market out there.
Yes.
What do I mean by adequate continuous learning? It might be you have this career, you are doing economics, right? You get a degree, you have it there, but who knows, maybe the degree is not even the thing that you're going to. Yeah, like it won't be like a degree was just a stepping stone to economics, but you'll be good in media production. So those are continuous learning we're talking about. So over to the lady, what do you think are some continuous learning skills that somebody has to obtain, and why should someone have those skills for continuous learning?
First and foremost, computer. Yes.
Yeah.
You need to have some skills of doing some computer skills, because in as much as you're going to get that job, when you finally get that, work will require you to use a laptop or a computer. So I feel it is one of the most important things that one has to acquire with continuous learning. And you guys are going to agree with that. Not all of us have got interest. Most of us have laptops in school because we have assignments, easy to log in with the Moodle and the like. But do we really know much about the computer and what it does and how it can really make work easy for us? So for continuous learning, I feel we need to learn more, especially on maybe public speaking, effective writing, and also having general knowledge of how to use a laptop or a computer. For me, that's the continuous learning that I venture into.
Yeah, and making mention of that, one of the skills is using Excel, for example.
Wow.
It's very hard actually.
That's a skill. Mr. Manuel, in a space of 30 seconds, what conclusion would you make based on the continuous learning?
Okay. I think I would say this. So I believe that guys, school is not for grades.
Yeah.
It's for learning.
Yes.
And university is not. It's a fundamental tool to actually improve yourself learning. So for me, I feel like learning in school continuously is not putting yourself in the module, like the things we're given in school to study. So I believe in, if there's a topic in class that you've learned about, right, you go and research more about it.
Yeah.
So you just expand to go and research. So I'll go for research and development, right? Obviously, there's technology you can use, but for me, it's research. Read more, and you learn more. Yeah, that's my opinion.
And looking at research, I think you are just supposed to stay informed. The trends, the industry trends, what is changing in the country, what is needed of someone, you know. There are certain jobs require different
information.
Information and whatnot. So it has been a wonderful time hosting you guys. I feel like this conversation would have continued, but due to the lack of time, I think we can end here. So it is the Mind Over Career Talk Show, and we were discussing how to adequately prepare for the job market as a graduate and as a student. And thank you so much for watching. To our new subscribers, please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share our page to your friends and family. It's a bye for now.